What is up, sports fans? I'm Rene Garza Jr.
And I'm Freddie Guevara.
And welcome to another episode of Tailgate 956, a show that covers sports across the valley and the Lone Star State. Now, before we begin today's
Dramatic episode.
dramatic episode, yeah. Talk about dumpster fires left and right, just putting out like burning tires.
Just when we thought we were over one because of last week. We just got it out of our system. Now we get another one.
We got something that can top Kyle Tucker.
We got something that top Jerry Jones's whole mistakes.
Apparently, he's not the only one that makes mistakes in Dallas.
You know what's going on in Dallas, man? Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's in the water in Dallas.
I guess flu season's really affecting everybody.
It affected everybody, apparently. Yeah. But before we get started on that, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. Apogee Comics, the best in independent comic books. If you're looking for a great read, make your next comic book Apogee. Visit Apogee Comics all throughout social media and on their website at www.apogeecomics.com.
And Rick's Auto Shop for all your auto repair needs.
Located on Indiana Street in Brownsville. Now, my brother,
Where do we get started?
Let's start with a little base. Let's start off light.
It's off season, you know. It's kind of
It's still a couple of days before spring training begins, and some people haven't been signed. Some people are depending on their bullpen, and mining in the minors for building up their teams or whatnot. But let's give a little light on the Texas Rangers.
I know they've been awfully quiet.
Yes, and that's true. Yes. We're big Astros fans here too, but also we cover our other Texas teams.
Yeah, Rangers, but it's
because they're champions as well.
They have been really silent. They haven't really made a lot of moves,
especially with the hard season that they had 2024. Like
that's what surprises me the most.
Yes,
that they would be making more moves this season.
Yes,
especially because it didn't work last season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them that they fell off so hard during that season that from sure favorites, hopefully going into the World Series again, or even possibly making the playoffs. They didn't, and it sucks to see that happen. Especially to a former World Series champions as they were. But they've been they have a long-term plan with their bullpen. That impacted their offseason. Yes, of course it did, but hopefully with a little mining here and there, there's quotes from Maldonis Garcia that he's stating that he's almost back to where he was at during the era of 2023 when they won.
Okay, well,
so that seems like Rangers fans can see that something promising like that. Although some signings were shocking because they went with others, like I believe his name was Max Scherzer that went with the Blue Jays. That was a disappointing, loss. But other than that, they've been signing pretty much on their bullpen, making something well, like Jacob Latz, who pitched most of the Rangers bullpen in 2024, like who is returning. He made so that's one thing that's positive for this team. And a lot of injuries as well. That affected the team throughout the season. But honestly, it's looking to be better. It's looking to be promising, and Texas looking to be a bigger threat.
Can't wait to see. I mean, honestly, I really, really did expect more movement from them, getting out there, going after certain different players, top pick players, here and there, especially because of the season they had last year. This past year season. So I'm surprised. But yeah, I guess we'll wait and see what happens.
From what I've seen and when I researched it says pretty much they're taking a good look at their minor league system, their farming system, what they had, and it's looking to build up their bullpen a lot better this upcoming season. So that's something to look forward to. Yeah. Fresh new heads, a lot of veterans as well too. Hopefully it's something promising that could probably take the Rangers the distance, much needed distance, and so much redemption comparing to how they performed last season.
I just feel they're counting too much on something like that. It's very rare, it doesn't happen a lot. Here and there, it could happen. I mean, it happened to the Astros. I know it happened to the Astros. What was his name? one of the pitchers. They actually started him, and he did really good for the Astros.
Oh yes, I know who you're talking about. It's
Erengeti,
Arrighetti, yeah,
yeah,
Arrighetti, yes,
yeah, I believe
who
so.
became a main roster now in
Yeah, I
Spain.
mean
Yeah,
him. I feel more comfortable with
he
him.
improved. Same thing
Yeah,
with Hunter Brown. He's
hmm
staying as well too.
yeah.
And go like was talking about Astros. Let's jump to the Astros.
Going on.
Bregman has yet
Oh
to
my
be signed. Another
goodness,
little update on Bregman
Jesus.
watch, as they say. But honestly, 156 million for 6 years. You said I said it before, and even you agree.
Um,
That's a good deal.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And it's getting close to spring training. Pitchers and catchers are already going to report.
And that's a contract that you're gonna end up retiring as an
Yeah,
Astro. You know what I mean? I would
I would
say.
say that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Supposedly, the Astros aren't budging when it comes to that.
I wouldn't either. Why would
I
they?
wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. If anything, if they were to, with the cap space they have, it will be probably maybe like another 20 million. Maybe that's what they're trying to squeeze out. By the way it looks, maybe they're trying to squeeze out another 20.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah.
I say 20 mil like it's nothing, right? Like an extra $20, right?
I would love for them to go after a pitcher though. I would really,
Yeah.
really love for them to go for
And
a pitcher.
from what I researched and what I read, they say that if they were to do that, they would probably have to go one of their veteran pitchers, which is probably Framber Valdez. And you know what? If that's the case, I'm okay with that because I've let it
Well,
known that I'm not a Framber Valdez fan. But yeah,
well, I mean, maybe the season changes. Maybe he has a better season this year. I mean, God knows. Who knows?
yeah, I'll eat crow.
You know, I mean, hey, we all hope for the best. You know, it's
Oh,
a brand
hopefully,
new.
hopefully.
Every season it could be different. Just like
Oh,
the
yes.
players sometimes have a bad season, they sometimes have a great season.
Yeah, definitely,
you know.
definitely they do. They do.
Maybe this is Valdez's season. Yeah, let's hope and pray.
Yeah, well, like I said, Luis Garcia is coming back, but he's not going to come back in the beginning. McCullers, same thing with McCullers. Aaron Getty, Ronel Blanco, like Hunter Brown. Our pitching, it's getting back up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting back up there.
Who would you like for them to put? For me, I feel that yes, your end pitcher is one of the most important who closes the game.
A
But
haters the
to
close well
me,
since it's Presley.
I feel it's a little bit more important who starts the game. It's the tempo of it.
The tempo.
Who would you say would be the best starter for it? Would you still put Valdez?
No, because time and time again, there's already 2 seasons already that he started, and straight up, you know.
So maybe adding him towards the middle might give him a little bit more of a
Yeah,
confidence, maybe
yeah,
boost your
yeah.
morale. I don't know.
Yeah.
So who would you put in that spot?
Aaron Getty,
Aaron Getty.
Hunter Brown,
I like that. I like it.
Ronel
like it.
Blanco.
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 You see, I said that last year. I
Mhm.
believe. I
Yeah,
believe I
yep,
said
yep,
Blanco
yep.
should start. But you know what? Aaron Getty sounds like an interesting choice.
Mhm.
He's doing really well.
Mhm.
I would love to see how that would play out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to see how
Yeah,
that would play out.
definitely.
That sounds really good. That sounds like a very good lineup. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
I
I
agree.
agree. I agree with that one.
I agree completely as well too. Yeah,
Mhm.
I feel with Ronel Blanco, it will be a good start to start that. But like I said before, supposedly, if they were to sign Bregman away, they will probably have to let go of the veteran pitcher of Framber Valdez. And there are people out there that they're fans of them. Good for them.
Oh no, no.
But not me. Not me.
Oh no.
I've stated enough times that I'm not a big fan.
It wouldn't hurt me.
No, it wouldn't hurt me. No, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's because you're living on the past. Like and that's the thing. Maybe a little bit too much in the past. Maybe yeah, because of his years that he's had consecutively. I guess that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like there's back-to-back seasons already that I've seen him. Like the thing is like I said it and I'll say it again. He wears his emotions too much. That in the end it ends up like they end up breeding him, and out of nowhere they start pretty much.
And that's why I feel like he's a. Yeah, I see why he would be a bad starter for a pitcher, because he emotions run high when you start a game. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And maybe he'd be better off in in the middle of the game.
Oh yeah, definitely. But man, it's getting close to the wire here when it comes to Alex Bregman going back to Bregman. At this point, I feel that his agent Scott Boras made him look bad, made him look greedy enough trying to hold him out because there's not many offers. Supposedly the Tigers are looking
again
again.
because I think they were the ones that yeah.
The Cubs, I think they had rescinded their offer. The Astros, once again, they leave the offer there. They're not gonna tell them no, but this is how much we're gonna say. We'll welcome you back with open arms,
This is
completely.
but
But
this is what we
but
can do.
but this is as much as they can do, which is understandable.
I think that's a good deal.
That's a
I
good. That's a
honestly,
good
it's a good
deal.
deal.
It's a good deal. It's a
You
good
said it
deal.
the first time, and they added a couple. What 6?
Yeah, I think they added like six mil more.
I
Mhm.
cherry on top, man.
Yeah, it's a cherry on top. Yeah, yeah. So I agree. But at the same time, if you're gonna be like that, do you really want to come back to the team, or do you really want to be a part of the team like that? You know what I mean? Or in this case, do you just trust your own gut and be like, you know what, this team's offering me this much. There's not many offers. It's not that you'll look bad. It's not. It's not. It's nothing at all that you're gonna look bad at all. It's just simply the fact that hey, you're on the other side of 30 already. Um, they told you one thing, and this is the result of another. You were lied to. You're not the first one that's happened to. Hey, you know, take the offer. Take the offer. They're willing to change position. One of your one of your friends, one of your best friends, teammates, is willing to change positions to make it comfortable for you.
And it
What
makes
else
it
do you?
possible
Yeah,
because if we wouldn't want to, or
yeah,
there was a
exactly,
teammate that didn't want to,
exactly, exactly. He like Jose Altuve has been vocal about that,
yeah,
wanting him to get back on the team.
it's because it is a plus. But for I mean, if he wants more, I think it's a little bit greedy here, like you said.
Yeah, yeah, but like then again, I feel like if he feels like he's worth that much, well, good for him. Good for him. But if you see the market and there's nobody offering that or much of anything anymore, like,
Yeah.
would you honestly,
Honestly, at this point, I think that's what would suggest me just take the 156.
yeah, yeah,
You
definitely. I
know,
would definitely take that. I would take that offer.
nonetheless, you already have a relationship. You already know, and it's the fans would appreciate. You already know how it works, how everything functions.
Hmm. Hmm.
Honestly, I would do it more for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes you gotta go ahead and you take the less money for a little bit more security, I guess you would say in this case. You know what I
yeah,
mean? A little bit more comfort. Hey, you already know the place. You know everything.
yeah, yeah, definitely. But honestly, like I said, like if you feel that you're worth more and you don't see it happening a lot, like
Well, kudos to you.
kudos to you. See what happens there,
Let's
pretty
see what's
much.
up.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it works out. I mean, how when I think that they should have it done before the training starts.
I think it's gonna happen pretty soon. I think we're gonna hear some news within these next couple of days, because honestly, I believe there's less than 10 days. Yes.
So 2 weeks,
Yeah.
but what week and a half.
Hmm.
All right, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do believe that they're gonna make a decision, or vice versa. He will make his decision, uh, before training. So I mean, I do expect it before the 10 days. I would be more surprised
Hmm.
after that if they do, but
Oh,
you know,
there's 5 days, 4 hours, 16 minutes, 52.
5 days.
5 days.
So 1 week only.
1 week.
Technically,
Less.
next
Less.
week.
Less.
Ooh,
Less.
híjole.
Just a work week.
I feel yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Wow.
It's just a work week in 4 hours, guys.
Jesus.
Not counting weekends.
Well, I would expect news before then.
Yeah, yeah. I expect something's gonna pop off, either in the positive or not in the positive. But no matter what the Astros lineup that they have,
I'm not too concerned. Yeah, I'm not that much concerning.
I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned.
Yeah,
Adding Bregman will probably be like I guess you can say a cherry
yeah.
on
No,
top.
no. It's like a little bit more, add a little bit more strength, to the
Mm-hmm.
team in the infield, in the outfield. I mean, moving out to it to the outfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Left hand field. It's strange when it rolls off the tongue. Oh, because you're so used to seeing them on second. But if you want them to rest or in between switching out players, it's like I
and that's
said,
another thing.
it
True,
it, it, it
true.
preserves it preserves the players. It makes it a lot better for them, to perform better. Fatigue is always a factor, especially middle of baseball season.
Yeah.
those dog
Yeah.
days, summer, those summer heats,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
especially
Yep.
those
Yep.
Texas summer heats. They take a beating on
I
people.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Hmm.
I completely agree. So, but yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of plus adding him, but I agree with you. I'm not too concerned. Again, I'm more concerned on the pitching.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned on that area
Yeah.
and aspect, and I would like to see them go for a pitcher.
That could be good. Yes, because I know with the Ryan Presley there was a tension. Now the truth came out. I guess you could say dirty laundry was aired towards the end because I know Dana.
Levántalo.
I know, right? I know Dana Brown pretty much said that there was already like tension between Presley and him when he found out that Hader was coming to the team and he wasn't going to be closing it out. Although there have been games that Presley did close, but at the same time, last season Presley didn't have his best season ever, like at all. No offense to him, but yeah, he did bring a lot to the team. But injury wise and performance wise, it was seen. It was seen.
It's because I mean, okay, I get it. If you're doing good, if you're hot, you streak. But if it's affecting the team, you have to do what's best for the team, man.
Yeah, and I've learned to understand that as well as a baseball fan and as a huge Astros fan.
Mhm.
I've learned to understand that and respect that as well too. That's why with the whole Kyle Tucker thing, when they traded him, at first I was like, no, and then I'm all like, well,
Not even 2 seconds.
yeah, no, like took me a while to understand that, took me
Oh
some,
no, no! I
took,
mean, like they put him out, and like 2 seconds later, he's already gone.
yeah, yeah, right. He only came back for like a couple of games, and that was it. Yeah, that's true. But honestly, yeah, like it took me a while to understand. I guess sort of acceptance as a longtime Astros fan. That I'm like, you know what, this in the end, it's gonna pay off. He's gonna be in the last year of his contract. His contract was gonna double. Resigning. Who knows if he was gonna come back? And then the offer that the Cubs made for that Isaac Paredes, and like everybody else, um, it was too good to pass up, you know. And with Christian Walker signing at first base, that that's good. It's a good. It was a good trade. It was a good trade, a good signing.
Well, they needed to sign somebody there.
Yeah, they need that I remember those weeks of not knowing what the Astros were gonna do. We're like, is the dynasty done? Is the Astros, mighty Astros, is it over? Have we seen the last of them even like getting close to the pair? Is the wild card, the abysmal wild card performance against the Tigers, was it the last that we were gonna see of this team? No, no. I'm sure that Dana Brown, like, made sure of that wasn't gonna happen. And it's one of those that I've heard, and I'll say it again. It's one of those they want to win right now, and also next season and the season after that. 10 seasons down the line, they want a good, solid team to continue to be a good, formidable,
Consistent
consistent,
team.
yes, consistent team, yes.
Consistency keyword, and they're not just thinking about right now; they're
Now
thinking about the
about the future,
future.
yeah. So
Ah,
yeah, the nostalgic in me, like, yes, I was sad to watch him go, and even the same thing with Bregman. But at this point, right now, especially after seeing that it's like 5 days out, ooh,
it's getting close.
somebody needs to budge, and I think it's Bregman that needs to budge.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree with that, especially like you said. I mean, what offers, man?
What are they? Yeah, there's a couple of tender offers out there. Hey, do your options. Stay with the team that they're willing to do anything for you, or if you're gonna just chase the check, then I guess chase the check.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true because to me, I feel like Astros are actually giving him a lifeline.
yeah,
To be honest,
hmm
with that offer. To
yeah.
be quite
It's a good
honest,
it's a good offer. It's a good
yeah,
offer. Yeah, it's a good offer.
I agree. I agree.
But with, let's say, I guess you say 5 days, 4 hours, and
Short. He doesn't have a lot of time,
he
but I
doesn't
mean,
have a lot of time. Yeah,
he needs to decide now.
soon. Yeah, because I think February 22nd is the first, as you could say, spring training game where the Astros go up against the Washington Nationals. So it's something to look out for. It's something to keep your eyes on because
Definitely. Oh
definitely.
yeah. Well, as soon as he either signs or doesn't,
It
we'll go ahead
seems
and
like
see.
only yesterday that I was like, laying down in bed, sad.
Bregman's gone.
No,
Oh,
not just that, but like the Astros, they got eliminated.
ah,
Just the month of October was seemed a lot longer.
it was such a rough road. Yeah, like it's so much. You know, I like they got past a lot of injuries so much, and then
Mm.
man.
Not to sound cliche, but October was haunting. Like it was just like oh, there's a holiday. Oh, no baseball again. Oh, the Dodgers are playing. Oh, good for them. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but you know what? It's almost baseball season.
we're gonna
Oh
start over
yeah.
again.
Yep. Yeah.
Here we go again,
Smiles for miles, guys. Smiles for miles.
man. And you know what? It seems like not even that much of a long wait. To be
No, it's
quite
not.
honest
It's
with
not.
you.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah,
It's right
no,
from what I've learned. It's right around the corner. Like it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wish football was like that. Nope. You have to wait a whole. Pretty much, you wait like most of the year, and then if your team does bad, like Cowboys did this year, it's just so devastating.
It's a cloud.
It's
That
like,
sting cloud. It just
and then it stings for the whole
whole
year
year,
until the next
and
season.
it just rubs it in.
Yep.
It just rubs it in. Like who? It's a lot of who they signed.
And it's
Ah.
worse, I think, for the Cowboys as a Cowboys fan, because this is the advantage. Like if they take advantage, because right now it's like
Mm.
this is our worst season. When you do even worse,
Oh
like,
yeah.
everybody's talking. Oh my God,
Mm.
I'm still laughing, like because people can't keep Dallas Cowboys still out of there. Like the Eagles fans are putting up. Oh, guess who's not here? The Cowboys, man. You love us that much,
Yeah.
man.
You're in the Super Bowl.
I
What
know.
you're in the
What
Super
are you
Bowl? What are you
talking
talking
about
about? Yeah,
us?
exactly.
Worry about the Chiefs,
Yeah. Like,
man.
we got that. We should be sad.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Calm down, dude. You're right.
But before we jump on the football aspect of the show, the NBA has
Ugh.
been in an uproar this past weekend.
Oh my God.
Trade deadlines, unsigned people, signed people, mayhem, cats, marrying dogs, total chaos.
Jerry Jones, add up all the decisions he made all together in the NFL,
They need to apologize to him.
and yeah, I mean, he's not in first anymore for the worst like decision making. I mean, this like takes the cake
Yeah.
to a whole new level. I mean, this is a legendary in a bad way move.
Mm.
For the Mavericks. I mean, worst decision ever.
Nico Harrison, man. Nico Harrison.
I mean, wow. You let go of a franchise player, a player you cannot seem to win or get anywhere. I mean, without him, and you choose to trade him because he's getting a little heavy.
Yeah.
I don't care. I saw that video, like somebody playing up,
So
like
he was getting a little plump or
because he
something.
was getting a
Like,
little plump.
Yeah.
And somebody, it's like a fan who's like, I don't care if he's 700 pounds, man. He's tripled up.
I forget what podcast I heard it on, but it was one of those like, you know what? Put him on a diet, put him on Ozempic, leave him on the team. Like, leave him on the team.
You know what? Salads are available here.
Yeah,
Free salads,
yeah.
Hey, sheesh kebab, man.
Chick-fil-A salads are good.
There you go. There you go. Which one do you want?
Which one do you want? Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I don't think that affected his performance because he still would perform phenomenal.
Exactly. He was fun. He was phenomenal. I literally choked. I was literally choking when it was like it happened at what 1 a.m. It was like 12 completely before the deadline. I don't know where it was. I think what time did I message you? That's how shocking it was.
I have no idea.
I think it was like 2:30 in the morning.
I know when I saw it, I thought it was fake news. I thought it was fake, or I thought it was one of those like, oh, okay, you know what, just conspiracy. Okay.
One of those like fake deaths thing that's happening.
Yeah, like what happened? Did somebody hack his phone?
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Legit.
They traded.
Wow.
And then for Anthony Davis.
That's not a steal. That's like theft to the max level. I mean, I don't know, man. What do you want to call it?
It's like they pretty much stole, looked him in the face, and just gave him the finger.
Yeah.
That's what pretty much it. The Lakers lucked out with getting Luka.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and talk about the big thing. I know you let me know because I didn't know about that. The contract, something about him getting a super contract or something like
Yeah,
that.
with the trade, that he was going to get a contract extension with this,
Uh huh.
and because they traded him, he's not getting, because he was already a year. Was going to be, I think, year 5 for the contract extension. But with this trade to the Lakers, now he has to wait another 5 years to get it with the Lakers, and that's if he stays with the Lakers.
And to be honest,
Unless he renegotiate, that's a whole other gamble.
no,
But
the Lakers are not gonna want to carry
well,
him.
if they end up winning, they'll probably I mean,
Man, Luca was the only player in Dallas that was making it happen.
yeah.
I mean,
No offense to
come
Kyrie
on.
Irving, but yes.
I mean, I'm sorry, but he's not doing anything. They're 6 games behind the Rockets, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't closed that deficit. They were with Luca. They were 2-3 games behind.
Mhm.
They doubled since then,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not including like going through hard teams.
Yeah.
So I mean, with all that being said, and then going back to the contract, I feel like Dallas is gonna lose a whole lot more, and not only this year, next year, and probably the following year. Because if they don't find a good enough replacement, another franchise player like Luca, which I don't expect them to, not in 3 years. I feel like within those 3 years they'll lose more money than they would have gotten on the contract with him to redo a contract extension. To be honest,
Here's what they pretty much traded away. They traded the Rookie of the Year, a 5-time All-Star, 5-time All NBA First Team, West Conference MVP, 2023, 2024 scoring champion, and this past finals, who carried the team?
no snap.
Who have been vocal about that carried the whole team?
The whole starting Dallas Mavericks team. Too, you forgot.
Oh yes, that too. Yeah, that too.
The whole starting team for the, because honestly,
and they traded what, because he got a little chunky.
Apparently, I mean, that's just gossip. That's not straight from the horse's mouth, but that's apparently the kind of the rumor that's going around, that because he's getting a little chunky.
Yeah.
Dude, the guy plays great. What do you care? I mean, what, honestly? Oh my god! I thought Jerry Jones made a whole like crap of mistakes in basketball. This is equivalent to more than double what Jerry Jones did this year, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's that he made a lot of messed up mistakes.
Yes.
A lot of errors, a lot of misses, a lot of not getting players and everything. But this is one player that was your whole team, was a franchise, was a great player. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, ridiculous.
The thing
ridiculous.
Is, I know Kyrie Irving wasn't happy with this, and I know because of that, I know next season he's becoming the free, or after that, I think after this season he becomes a free agent. He's not staying in Dallas. The only reason he came to Dallas was because of Luka. That's the only reason why.
I mean, because he's gonna become the star, and he, as we can see, is not able to carry that. Yeah, that status, that whole balling, here and there. Like Houston, it works. I'm not saying that they're not all stars.
No.
Van Vliet, Green,
Segun,
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not all stars to begin with,
no.
But they're not not one of them is like just the one team, like Luka. What I mean, they all put their efforts together. They, with the chemistry, everything that functions. You see, that's not Dallas. So you see that I don't know what they're I don't know where they're gonna go from here.
And
I really don't.
And here's what Nico Harrison said, that with defense is always was always been the priority in the season. No, it hasn't.
No,
it hasn't. No, it has. Although defenses play a factor in the team, but no, it's not the whole.
I mean, well, do you know what? Who got more rebounds? To be quite honest with you,
Luka
would get a lot of
so
rebounds.
You trade the one guy that was getting you the most rebounds. Is that what's going on?
I think I'm getting a headache just talking about this right now.
Blood pressure rising here on
my blood pressure rising. Just looking live on camera.
Yeah, live on camera.
I mean, ridiculous.
We're gonna have an incident here.
Jesus Christ.
But even at that though, like, was it Chandler Parsons texted Mark Cuban? He said, "I'm confused." Even he wrote back, "That makes two of us."
That makes everybody.
So that goes to show you that the one who did that, like, sneaky, like, like a little weasel was the GM Nico Harrison, and even that he said like, "Oh, I texted Luca. He hasn't like I don't think he hasn't responded. I don't think he wants to hear from you. Of course, he doesn't want to hear from you.
He said himself, and he did it. And it took out that he was expected to stay in
Yeah,
Dallas and
yeah,
and stay and leave there, like
See,
from
yeah,
there.
yeah. Because right here, we're like I said, the 5 year like he's gonna get a 345 million super max extension. But then him being traded, now he's eligible for only a 5 year, 229 million extension after this season. That's 160 million less than the potential. They screwed him over. It's like I was texting you, they screwed him over.
What to
It,
that?
it was all they financially swerved him. That's all they did.
You see
That's all
that?
they did, and it was just a flex because apparently I guess he had issues with them or they didn't click. Something wasn't going on. But I'm like, hey man, if he's winning you games, like try to work it out, or like build around
Yeah.
your team, or
No.
do something. So, but he was building around, build around the player. It's like when the Bulls that have traded Jordan, their franchise player. How would the Bulls look like if they would have just traded Jordan or traded away Pippen?
Words cannot.
Exactly, exactly.
I
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
mean,
Like it was
ridiculous.
dumb. It was dumb.
Honestly, well, for one, like I said, we're going back to that contract thing. They're gonna lose a whole lot more money than what they should have
Yeah,
gotten in for the
yeah,
extension.
exactly.
Now, even though Luca does lose that potential amount of money that he can get from that extension,
Mhm.
if the Lakers choose to go ahead and do that, which the Lakers are gonna, I almost guarantee that they're gonna go ahead and do that.
Oh yeah, but I have a theory about that too.
Well, yeah, because I mean, honestly, Luca. I mean, I'll go forget about that's moving aside.
Yeah.
I still believe that, of course, the one that ended up losing was Dallas.
Yeah,
Still,
yeah, because the Mavericks got
by a
Anthony.
long
They
shot.
got Anthony Davis, Max Christie at 2029, first round pick. 2029. It's 4 years from now. You
Good.
get a first round pick. Way to go, Dallas! And
So
you know what? ESPN, all the Fox Sports, CBS Sports, the Score, like was as well. Bleacher Report, and your deals like
everybody in
everybody.
Texas,
You know what? You know what? You
all
you
over the
you know what
nation.
grade they gave him? Guess, guess, sports fans, what grade it is? A big old fat F, and us too, an F plus,
Oh, I got another letter for them.
or an F, minus, or what's worse than the F? Like zero, like pretty much as bad as you can get. You know, Dallas Mavericks messed up. Yeah. Oh, then like they got Anthony Davis. Yeah. Oh yeah, big whoop. Yeah. He won a champion. Yeah, he won the championship with the Lakers. Yeah, during the bubble, the asterisk bubble.
Let's see. Well, either way, let's see if he can go ahead and do what Luca did.
No.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and see that at least in Dallas, but not even comes close.
Let me tell you one thing. This is how bad karma hits this team. That next day they played against the Cavaliers. Guess what the score was?
91 points at the middle of the game. Only 91 points of the Cavaliers. Answer that one.
Yes, thank you. Just take one. But like exactly like he said, it was 43 points. 43 points they lost by. 101 to 144.
That's
101 to 144.
that's looking like a future of the future games of this season and potentially even next season
Yeah.
if they don't make a good change because that's not gonna be enough.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It don't sound like either get another player that's better than Luca, or you're like, hey, you know what? We're so sorry. Come back. Come back. And even that's gonna cost them more now.
Yeah, no,
If they were to do that, but I highly doubt
I don't
Luca's gonna
think.
want to come back after the way it being treated.
You know what? I would be more surprised if the Lakers would even let him go.
That's another thing too. Man.
Well,
I know the first thing he did when he got off the plane is just rock the LA symbol with a finger doing the
well, I mean, I'll
L
tell
for,
you this
L for
much:
love.
L for love. I mean, at least he's in LA. I mean,
Yeah.
God, I mean, he's getting. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, LA. I mean, it's a good city to live in. It's a good thing, but you know, I am disappointed as Dallas, fan. Dallas Maverick fan. I mean, Luca was one of
Mm.
my favorite players. He had, I mean, you could just see he's a franchise player.
He was a franchise player, and they, gave the Lakers their franchise, pretty much. And here's the thing, like supposedly, like this past 6 years, LeBron James had all the tools, a whole bunch of players to make it happen. But has it happened since the bubble?
Hmm.
No.
The Kevin Durant was the one that shocked me the most, but
Oh,
at the same time it didn't because
well, he went with the
I believe was it
when he
Kevin.
went with the Warriors or what?
I think yeah, because no, when he was with LeBron, wasn't he with LeBron for a while?
I doubt that. No, he wasn't with LeBron.
Maybe I'm confusing him with.
No, I think you're confusing him with another player.
Yeah, maybe what I know he had a very 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 good teammate that he got, and I'm pretty sure he was the one that made it happen.
Mhm.
And he still he nothing happened, but I feel like it was just I think they're both conflicted. There was a lot of problems, but you see the thing is that not only did they handed Lakers their future,
Mm-hmm.
because Luca's gonna go ahead and carry and go ahead and continue past more. I mean, I don't know how many more years LeBron's gonna go ahead and be in the sport,
Mm-hmm.
but he's gonna go ahead if he leaves. I mean, Luca's gonna be their boy, their team, like their
I
star
know that because
player.
his son, too, like we were talking about that time, like supposedly he was the second coming or whatever, like, but you're just a dud.
To the G League, maybe.
Yeah, to the G League, yes. But even at that, no offense to the G League players, a bunch of phenomenal players,
No,
but
no,
we'll jump to
no.
the Vipers in just a
Just a
pinch,
moment.
in just a
This is it.
moment, yeah.
But on top of that, the chemistry that Luca does bring, he's always been like a team player. He always looks like a. I see. I'm very eager to see what they can go ahead and do and everything because honestly, like he doesn't look like they're gonna go ahead and fight for the ball. They're not
Mhm.
gonna fight for being in charge of the ball, in charge of the team, and everything. But Luca gives the vibe of a very good teammate. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, LeBron doesn't really look or give off that. He looks like he wants to
Ego.
dominate,
He's ego. He wants to
egotistical a
go.
little bit, yeah, here and there. So I mean, we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I am, but I do feel that with them both there, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, that they yeah. Well, look at that. It might improve their chances of maybe going further. But honestly, from what I've seen these past couple of seasons and these past 6 years, like I said, with the whole 2020 bubble fiasco,
Mhm.
and I call 20 like right COVID as 20. It wasn't a fiasco, but yes, it was bad, but irrelevant. Um, that was limited season. Not all the best were playing.
Mhm.
It was a crucial time and whatnot. That's one reason they won. You know, they had the little
Yeah.
super team. And after that, the other seasons, how many times did they go to the finals? How many finals did they win?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
The
I mean, I've seen them in the finals, but I
De-
don't know how
De-
far they've gone.
Denver had their number all the time. It still has their number.
Yeah.
You know, so no matter what super team, if anything, like once again, I feel that Luca got screwed, and they send him to a team that is not
Well,
so good.
let's say they don't get anywhere with him, and which I really doubt. Just having him, even with or without LeBron, they're gonna build around Luca. You know what I mean? And like I said, he was just Dallas by himself. If he carried the Dallas to the finals by himself, I mean, I'm really interested to see what he can do with LeBron being by himself.
Well, this remains to be seen to see how
Yeah.
the game. Yeah. But that's not the only shocking trade that's going on. The other teams making their own trades as San Antonio Spurs signed De'Aaron Fox from the
Mm.
Sacramento Kings, and there was like a three trade deal between the Chicago Bulls, the Spurs, and the Kings. A lot of draft picks, like it went on, a lot of chaos.
I mean, I don't know if that sounds like like I know it was a blockbuster trade
Yeah,
for me. It sounds pretty even, pretty good. But
this
I don't
was
know
pretty
if
good.
I don't know if the Luca trade kind of overshadowed
Oh no,
that.
that one was shadow, but I
But
I think
yeah,
I think from
it was a good trade
with the
for
shadow,
the
yeah,
Spurs.
with the Spurs in the
Yeah,
shadow of the Spurs, it's looking good. It's
yeah,
looking. I'm looking forward to it.
it was a
Yeah.
good trade.
Uh, when it comes to the standings right now, from what I'm seeing, the Rockets are in third. The Mavericks are in ninth. When they used to be
That's
the
why,
top
because
five.
that's what I'm saying. They doubled. They're
Yeah,
6 games behind.
the Spurs are on their way to getting 11th. They still need 3 more games against the Warriors. Um, I'm thinking the Spurs are gonna probably make it towards the playoffs. Hopefully, if they continue the momentum that they're continuing, you know, I know they lost against the Grizzlies, but like I don't know what's with that team and our Texas team losing the Grizzlies. I don't know what it is. It's Scottie Pippen's son. Like, did he bring
Well,
that
I mean, he's
magic?
doing pretty good. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
he
doing
does
good.
pretty
Yeah, yeah,
good. So I mean,
yeah,
I mean, it could be,
yeah.
could be.
And the Rockets, well, the Rockets, they're like, we ain't trading nobody because we're doing great.
No, I mean, yeah, they shouldn't. Why would they? Why?
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
yeah, yeah. Right
well,
now, they're at a 32-16 scoring. They're in third place in the Western Conference. You know, so it's looking mighty, mighty good.
yeah. No, no, they're definitely by now they already look like they're gonna be definitely in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Surprisingly, for the what's it called, Dallas Mavericks, they are in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't think that is gonna continue. It could, or the highly chance of that continuing does make a big impact.
Mhm.
Regarding this news that we've been talking about, I really don't think that they're gonna go ahead and continue. I really don't think they're gonna make it to the playoffs this year.
No, they're not.
And
They're
even
not.
if they do, I mean, they're not gonna be any competition.
No, they're not. They're gonna go right through them. And I feel that they're the ones that could probably another Texas team to make it to the playoffs besides the Rockets. 'Cause I know the Rockets are going to the playoff. The San Antonio Spurs.
You see, I mean, man, they need to get their stuff together if they want to make it to the
Uh-huh.
playoffs,
And
especially right
I
now.
think with the Aaron Fox, I think it might start looking to go towards that way.
It needs to start clicking and now fast because
Mm,
yeah, their time's not on their side right now,
mm,
and they need to go ahead. Yeah, they still have a couple of games. It's still good ways games, but
mm,
they need to win a lot. And then if they lose, they
mm,
can keep on losing. I mean, that's not gonna help, of
mm,
course.
mm,
You know, continuing on how they are ratio, like how they have been doing, talking about statistic wise,
mm,
it doesn't look good. But you know what? Hey, you know what? They changed the chemistry on. They changed the formula on it. Maybe they can go ahead and
yeah,
change the statistic on that
yeah.
to win more wins than loses.
I honestly thought Jimmy Butler was gonna sign with San Antonio when I heard like he wanted out of Miami.
And why is that?
He had some issues within the team.
No, no, no. That he was gonna sign with.
Oh, like 'cause it was one team that he was considering going to.
Like he said it himself, he would like to
Yeah,
go.
yeah. From what I read, yeah. Um, but it seems that he's going with the Warriors, or right now he's uncertain that he wants to go with the Warriors. But I think with this trade that they got for De'Aaron Fox, I don't think he's gonna go with the
I
Spurs.
don't think so either. Especially, yeah, no. I mean, yeah, they already made the trade. I don't think they're gonna make another one.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But right now I know with this Rockets going back to the Rockets and the Knicks game, I believe. See, with they have a couple of injuries with Segun and Van Vliet. They might be out.
Ooh.
I don't know if the games right now for sure is going.
Yeah, it's right now 30-25. Houston's on top.
All right, I'll just no time. Yeah, I see it right here. 30-25. Yeah. Okay, so far so good. So far so good.
Yep. But I'm not gonna lie, Van Vliet is a big hit if he's injured.
Yeah,
So
they got Whitmore. They got Adam Shepard, Brooks. No, so far it's looking if they have a 5 point you know lead on them, it's looking so far so good, especially it being second place and whatnot. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, no, no. I mean, they're both. I mean, they're both in the same spot. They both look like they're in the same position
Mm-hmm.
in their division.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I mean, they both almost have 32 to 66,
Mm-hmm.
32 wins, 16 losses.
Yeah,
Houston and
yeah,
32-17 Knicks.
yeah.
You
So
know, they just play one more game than the Houston. So this will make them even or put them on top.
mhm. Let's see how this trade turns out because later on like tonight around like 7, or actually right now, actually starting right now, the San Antonio Spurs are going up against the Memphis Grizzlies.
again.
again.
Yeah. Let's see how it ends up
Let's
this
see how it
time.
ends. Let's see if De'Aaron Fox can be the key factor of turning the season around to brighter wins to the city of San
Well,
Antonio.
I mean, I really do hope that he doesn't make a plus. I mean, it should. I
It
should.
should. It should. They wouldn't trade what they trade for him. So like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Mm.
I hope for the best for
Yeah.
the Spurs
Yeah.
because they do need to pick it up if they want to make it to playoffs.
Definitely. Well, hopefully when it comes to our basketball teams, Texas, something shakes up, and we got something in store for Dallas. That's later on in the show, but yeah,
Yeah, they seriously hands down.
yeah.
Take the cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they took the cake this week, definitely. Man. But onto the gridiron. Oh, hey,
Moving
hey.
on to football.
Oh, the Super Bowl is this Sunday.
Don't remind me.
But we're looking forward to baseball season. So,
I mean, you can win. Chiefs win. They broke it. They did the three.
the three-peat,
Yeah.
And if the Eagles win,
That's just salty on us.
yeah, it's gotten to the point I don't even want to watch the commercials. That's what I'm like.
No, they can do. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, I'm really scared for the city of over there in New York. I'm really Philadelphia. I don't know what's gonna happen. Riots over there. Last time, I don't know how many people died.
No, I wasn't. I think I seen like videos of people just firing off.
No, but I don't think no one died.
Firing off guns.
Yeah, I mean, climbing up poles and stuff, and I don't know what, trashing the whole city.
Okay, that reminds me when I was a kid and the Bulls would win. It would get crazy in the city too.
Oh my goodness. You'd think they'd be used to it.
But yeah.
Especially around that time. Maybe the first time, okay? I'll get it. I get it. The first time. But after that, well, I mean, people get excited. But, I mean, take it easy. Please take it easy. For the safety of yourself and others.
Take it easy, guys. Yeah.
If you guys win, take it
easy. Yeah. Well, anyhow, though, even though the season's ended for our Texas teams, signings are going off left and right.
Well, a lot. I mean, I'm really surprised a lot. Well, of course, it had to have happened. A lot of changes are happening with the Cowboys.
Definitely, yes.
A lot of. I mean, we've already gotten a running back coach. We already have a safety cornerback coach, and even a replacement for our head coach because he was the offensive coordinator, which is Clay Adams. Which he had a lot of potential and a lot of success with Boise State. He did really good with Boise State. He in his college last year. Apparently, he was an offensive line coach for the Cardinals. And even though the Cardinals, I was like, oh, okay, you know what? The Cardinals didn't do so hot. Why would they offer him the offensive coach position? But apparently his success in college, and apparently looking at the offense that averaged second best yards per carry for the Cardinals, which was 5.3, and the fifth fewest sacks allowed. I was like, okay, all right, especially coming from the Cardinals because I mean they didn't have a very, very, very successful year. I mean that sounds pretty good stats. And I mean Foster, he was from the New Orleans Saints. He's gonna be going ahead and working with our running backs, and like I said, Overstreet is gonna go ahead and be working with high caliber Trayvon Diggs and the Bland. Bland also, what was I looking? Somebody was going into the Jordan Lewis is gonna hit. He's the one that's gonna hit the the market, but I hope he doesn't. I hope we really do keep him. I would like to keep him. Lewis is a good, especially for situations, especially like replacing. But I think he's good enough for a starter. He can go ahead. I feel like his emotions get the better of him in some games, but his competitiveness kind of gives him a good edge. He's had a lot of good opportunities, giving us good opportunities, helped us a lot in our defense. So yeah, I would love to go ahead and see him back, Lewis. I would love to go ahead and see him back.
Mhm.
And if he does, he's gonna be working with uh our new coach, a back coach Overstreet.
Mm.
A lot of changes, a lot of things, here and there. Oh, Overstreet was from the Bears.
Yeah.
Uh, Overstreet, and the only thing that gives me I like is that as a back coach, he's with Kamara,
Mhm.
so he's worked with a star running back,
Mhm.
somebody high caliber, elite, at least at some point in his career, at least,
Yeah.
because he was been there for a while. And Overstreet, what I like is, of course, he was with the Bears. Bears always have a good defense.
Mhm.
They always focus on their defense, and
Almost
they
really
always
even
do.
yeah, Matt Eberflus. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what he brings to the table, as well as our other Bears coach that we got.
The Matt Eberflus. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not not so much a good head coach, but good in defense.
yeah. So you know what? We'll see what he does with our defense, because
Mhm.
I'm eager, because I'm really disappointed what Zimmer brought to our defense.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed defense and how the defense.
Well, he
And
took it. He took it to Washington.
yeah, I'm really disappointed because Zimmer did not add. I
Anything.
felt like no.
It was, yeah, it was very underwhelming.
Yeah,
Very
it was
underwhelming.
very like, what are you doing? I mean,
Very
I don't know if
underwhelming.
maybe they were getting used to playing a different type of defense. Maybe because they were playing more zone. I
Mm.
really did feel excited
Mhm.
about that. But maybe the way to go is maybe to play more man to man. Although that gets you tired more.
Yeah, it does. It
It
does.
gets you tired more.
Mhm.
Um. So I mean, honestly, really, really, that's basically really the moves that they're making as with coaches, with players. They really haven't done much. Everything's going ahead and going down. They are choosing to go ahead and pick a running back.
Mhm.
At least right now, we'll see if they continue for their first pick,
Mhm. Mhm.
the Cowboys.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure with some picks they might get something out of this
Well, at least they
off
get.
season.
I think their first pick was a running back, and instead, because I was saying with their second pick, they should go ahead and get a linebacker,
Yeah.
but they're going for a line. I believe a lineman.
A linebacker. You think they'll probably go with Miles Garrett?
No, 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 no. Not. I want him to go for a linebacker, but they're going for a lineman, an offensive
Oh,
lineman.
offensive lineman. No.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice if they
That would
would.
be a good addition too.
That would be a great addition.
Both,
Actually,
yeah.
that would be what we would need. I don't. I mean, Garrett. I really, unfortunately, like I really focus more on our teams, but Garrett's a great caliber linebacker, so I would really like to go ahead and see him play. And in the as a middle linebacker, I would love that.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind,
Mhm.
especially because we don't have anybody to replace. Even if we get a draft pick, we don't even know how that person will play. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Could be
yeah,
good, could be bad. But what we need is a smart middle linebacker,
yeah,
one who can be able to read the offense really good
yeah.
and be ready for the run. Definitely
Definitely,
be ready for the run,
definitely.
because we need to make sure we stop the run. That's one of the things we should focus on the most.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would love to get him.
Mhm.
But nope, they're not gonna draft a linebacker in in their second round. They're gonna go for somebody else. So we'll go ahead and see. I mean, I guess we'll go ahead and see what they go ahead and do.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, hopefully there'll be a lot better moves during the off season once the Super Bowl.
After, of course, yeah,
After the
everybody
Super Bowl.
makes after the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
well,
Everybody makes their
but like the moves
moves.
they're already making moves right now, it's showing that okay, maybe the wheels are finally turning
Yeah.
towards something positive when it comes to Dallas. At least that Dallas team is doing something. But
At least, well, I mean, they have to. I mean, at least coaching wise, so they can go ahead and get
from
together,
there,
because
blossom and
from
bloom with
there,
something else.
yeah, because the coaching is the ones who determine their opinions of who do you think we should get, who we're gonna work with. Hey, I've worked with him. Maybe they can even bring their own players. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely.
So
They
yeah,
can make some
that's.
calls. Yeah,
I'm glad that they are getting coaches fast.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Were they going to be effective? We'll go ahead and that remains to be
that
seen.
remains to be seen. Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. We'll go ahead and see. Changes is something that I said we needed.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening. I think it's too many changes, but we'll go ahead and see. We'll
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and see this
Yeah.
season.
Well, on the other side of the Texas state of football, the Houston Texans are giving an extension to Derek Stingley Jr.
I mean, that's good news.
That's good news. That's good news. It's a lot. I
That,
think it was
but
like a 96 million deal.
yeah, I think that it's good, but it's also bad in the cap space to go ahead and add
Yeah.
to that. The good news is I think that the only other person they have to worry about, to be quite honest, to at least make sure, it's Collins.
Mm.
So definitely, and they're definitely gonna do that.
Mm.
Get Collins, secure
Yes.
Collins.
Yep. They're gonna secure that.
Mixon's still good until next year.
Tier. Mm.
So you got a running back, you got a receiver,
Mm.
you got your QB, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you're set in offense.
I no, yeah. When it comes to offense as well too, I feel that despite the injury that happened to Tank Dell, that they should look into getting another wide receiver, and that's just in case if Tank Dell isn't ready.
Well, they are in their first draft
Mm.
looking to get a
Wide
right receiver.
Yes.
I am surprised because although I agree with you with Dale, um, I don't know.
Because the injury was pretty significant. I don't
Yeah,
think he'll
because
be
the
coming
injury
back.
was pretty. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, Diggs, because of Diggs,
Yeah.
that's pretty surprising. Because by me, I would be looking at, okay, they're going after a right receiver. Is Diggs gonna be re-signed? Because that's the biggest question right now. I think because Collins definitely gonna be re-signed. He's definitely they're gonna be out for him, but Diggs is the one that's a questionable.
I think they will resign him for the simple fact that this season, this season they used like shine. He did not shine at all. He did not, say anything stand out worthy throughout the whole season. That injury was a freak injury because he was just walking and his knee just. You even see in the clip, his knee just boom. He was just walking.
Yeah.
He was just walking. I don't know what's with these digs and their knees that they just made him brittle.
They're brittle. Well, I mean,
brittle.
they're not the. I mean, right receivers, corners.
Yeah.
They're not the strongest peas in the pot.
Yeah.
But they're skilled guys. But yeah, I was surprised about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was maybe a hit before. I don't know what it was.
No, I think it was just overextended, and it went overextended to a point that it was already to the breaking point, and any little weight that he put on it completely.
So in this case, if he didn't do much for them, would you really want him to be resigned?
Yeah, because like the times that he was there,
that's what I was gonna say. I feel like he did impact the team.
He did impact.
I feel like he did make plays for them. I feel like he did. I feel like they should resign him. Either way, we'll go ahead and see. But going after a receiver, I mean, that would definitely put the end of shopping for receivers for me. If they would sign Diggs, because definitely, of course, Collins not even questionable.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen. I'm pretty darn sure. So,
Yeah.
Diggs, if they sign him up and they get as a first pick a receiver,
Yeah.
Which I don't think they should go for a top pick receiver. I think they should go for linemen, offensive linemen.
Oh yes.
And later on focus on the receivers. But I think that that would put a fork on shopping for receivers if they do. Just focus on getting any backups, just just in case. You got a running back, offensive line. Focus on offensive line.
Yeah,
and priority.
Yeah, that's true. And with that, I know there was a conflict between Bobby Slowick and C.J. Stroud when he first entered the pool there with the Texans, and with his firing, of course, because it wasn't that much big of a change. I we discussed in last week's episode. There was that gap that who's going to be the offensive coordinator. And today, actually, the Texans signed Nick Caley. He was a former assistant coach of with the Rams, so he pretty much he could help coach Gronkowski and whatnot. And from what I've read and what I researched, I know he has a well runner when it comes to play routes to help protect CJ, to give him enough time to find someone open, to help improve his game. And I felt that was needed a lot this season because of the weak line that we had.
Yeah, what that definitely changes in the line need to happen.
Yeah, and apparently from what I read too, it was a great click at first
Mhm.
between both between both coach and player. So it's looking great. It's looking great so
Mhm.
far, and it's just like how many weeks has it been since we've seen a Cowboys and Texans game? Going on what
Too much, too
two,
many.
3 weeks already?
Now that I've seen a game that I've enjoyed, I haven't, and not since the beginning of the first game of the season.
Well, yeah,
And
not games that we enjoy, but game is pretty much a game that we've seen. It's like when was the last time? A
yeah,
couple of weeks ago, two
yeah,
weeks. It's been
yeah.
2 weeks since without Texas football. It's been like
It's been a sad year.
yeah,
It's not the football year.
no, it's not a
It's not a
football
year
year.
of football, at least in Texas.
It kind of looked like that in the beginning, but sadly it didn't turn out that way. But hey, it's still early. The off season hasn't been that off for that long.
No, no, no. I mean, changes are barely gonna begin.
Mm-hmm.
Decisions are barely gonna begin. I mean, and
Mm-hmm.
then on top of that, we're not even close to the draft yet.
Mm-hmm.
The draft. Oh, I mean, not, well, depending on what you say think close is, but I mean, we still got the draft on top of everything. So, you know, a lot of changes are looking to happen, and I mean, I just hope they make a lot of big changes.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish they make the biggest change of all, get rid of that.
Oh yeah, that's when it's gonna happen. But I guess with the signing of Schornheimer, that to appease him, that ain't going anywhere.
That's not, yeah.
Mm.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I really do hope, and it kind of goes with comments that were being made by ESPN, I think, certain people,
Yeah.
and like Cam Newton, I believe he said it.
Oh yeah, he said that.
I do hope that they do go for Arch Manning. But if they're purposely, tanking, I mean, I mean that's gonna stink because you got two more years, maybe
2 more years.
2 more years,
Two more painful.
2-3 more years. Yeah.
No, I don't, I don't think
Oh,
I don't think it's gonna be tanking to the degree that there's a lot of egos in play. Jerry Jones is the type of I don't think he's gonna let the team lose.
well, the thing is that we've already established that Jerry Jones prefers money over winning.
Well, that's true because of the whole Derrick Henry.
I mean, yeah, sure, Derrick Henry, Diggs,
Yeah.
honestly,
yeah.
shoot, not getting rid of Dak is another thing.
No, was that that goes to show you that the whole it's his way or the highway type of style.
Let me tell you, I mean, I don't know, but I would start probably feeling it this season.
Mm-hmm.
The effects of Dak's performance
Mm-hmm.
and Dallas's performance.
Oh yes.
With sponsors, things, and everything, because here you got. That's why you want Dak, because he's pretty phased. A lot of people are probably not gonna want to go ahead and have him. Why would they want to have him in the front or front face? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The face of their company
Face
or
of
whatever.
the franchise when the team hasn't done that.
I haven't seen him in a sleep number bed commercial. I guess it's not working anymore.
Yeah, I guess it worked too well.
I guess se quedó dormido.
Yeah. Speaking of knockouts, this upcoming Saturday at the Payne Arena.
Ooh, man, our boys,
our boy Jose Luis Infante Jr.
and
Tony the Tank Martinez,
Mr. Tank.
Yeah, the Tank. They're going to be facing off. Well, not against each other, but against their opponents.
Man, I can't wait. I mean, I've been excited to see him fight again.
Yes,
man.
it's been great, and we had a little chance to catch up a little bit with them.
Yes, we're talking. They're excited. They're
determined,
ready,
training,
and they're
ready. Yes, more than ready.
They're definitely ready.
Yeah, he's going to go up against Gerardo Fuentes, Jose Luis Infante, Gerardo Fuentes. They're going to go up against in the 5-round bout? 5 rounds? Yeah, 5 rounds.
He said that they were trying to go ahead and make it a 6-round, correct? But they went. They still kept it the same.
5-round bout as well too, as they face off in a mighty bout between two champions.
Oh yeah,
and we're gonna be right there.
Yo, yeah. You should guys, if you want to go ahead and get tickets, look up in Payne. You can go ahead and. You can contact us also. Comment. We can go ahead and definitely help you to guide you where you can buy tickets.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and Tony the Tank Martinez too is going to face off against Daniel Mecha.
I'm sorry.
Mecha.
When you said Daniel, I was thinking Daniel the Tiger. I don't know. I'm kids. You don't know Daniel the Tiger?
No, no.
Daniel, it's a cartoon show for kids.
That's why.
I don't know. It's
That's why.
Daniel the
Like,
Tiger.
what? Why?
I just went in my mind. Wow.
Well, he's gonna beat up on the children's.
Rawr,
Rawr, yeah.
rawr.
No, but hey, it's gonna be a championship bout between Tony Tank Martinez and Daniel Rar Mecha. No offense. But it's gonna be a mighty bout between two champions for a title. And it's gonna be all there in the paint arena, and the doors open at 3 p.m.
Wow, that's pretty early. Last time, what? How many knockouts did we see?
Ooh, I lost count. There was,
6 or 7, I believe.
there was a lot.
That's almost half the amount of fights there were.
Yeah.
Because there was like 17, 18 fights.
Yeah, definitely.
It's almost the half amount. It is a great show, and they definitely put up a bout.
Yeah, definitely. And it's gonna be one slobber knocker of an evening.
Mm.
And we're gonna be right there with a special edition of Chingazos, okay?
We're gonna give some too.
Yeah, in between us. I don't joking.
Con los tacos. Con los tacos. We're gonna be training with the beer and your muscle training.
Either way, guys, catch yourself some great fights on a great night this Saturday at the Paint Arena.
Definitely.
And we'll be there. Keep you all posted.
We'll definitely be there live.
Yeah, definitely. Now, my dear co-host Freddie, it's time for our favorite segment of the show.
I wonder who's gonna get it this time.
Welcome to another segment we like to call Ponte Pilas. And this is Mijo. Well, we pretty much say who's been doing great and who's been. And this week, once again, I have to ask this tradition. Good news or bad news first?
I always go with the bad news first. I want to end in good news.
All right. Well, let's start. We pretty much can guess what it is going to. And this week's Ponte Pilas goes to the Dallas Mavericks.
I wonder why.
With the grade F trade that they got, the phenomenal trade that they got for their star player, Luka Doncic, getting Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first round pick.
Forget Ponte Pilas. You need the Energizer Bunny.
No, they need a whole new power grid over there in the city of Dallas, because why? And like we said earlier, why trade your star player? Have everybody talk to them. Have a team meeting. If they're having inner issues within the team, talk to them. Talk to your guy. Be like, hey, man, we're concerned. What's going on? How can we change this around? And, we're a great team. We're a solid team. We don't want to lose you. We don't want anything to happen.
Protect your investment.
Protect your investment. Everybody, you know what I mean? Because, a basketball team, a team in general, the third team is people working together, as a solid unit, to work something out.
You think so, right? You think
so, yeah. And as a GM, Nico Harrison, yeah. You know what? No. Ponte Pilas, Nico Harrison. Not just a matter of the team, no, because I feel like he had a big hand in doing that too.
No, he needs to get help. I think.
Yeah, no,
I think he needs to get help.
No, the only F that I feel that he needs to get is fired. That's what yeah, definitely. And I probably think it'll probably happen. If this trade doesn't improve the team, guess what, buddy? You're looking at the unemployment line. That's for sure.
I mean, it would take I would think a miracle.
Yeah.
That this would function, but it's gonna function, but not for the team that is not for Dallas.
Yeah, exactly.
But wow. I mean, he I would say to him is get your priorities straight, and you need to seek help.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess the SS Mijo award for next week goes to, I would have to say it'll probably be a 3-way tie.
All right.
Yeah, 3-way tie between the Rockets, the Texans, and the Cowboys for signing and focusing so early within the season.
Getting things done.
Yeah, getting things done, Getting a good offensive coordinator. The Texans getting a new offensive coordinator today to help out their quarterback, and he's bringing a lot to the table. the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, they made some questionable choices, but they're doing something.
They're filling their spots.
They're filling their spots. They're not sitting on their hands.
Yeah.
And the Rockets, for honestly being the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, continue to win, continue to stay on top right there. They haven't moved. I mean, okay, they're not first place, but it doesn't matter. They've been consistently good.
Yes.
I take consistent over first place any day.
Yes, definitely. And that says a lot about the team. And a lot of those players come from the RGB Vipers as well too. And once again, hey, if you're in town, go to the Bird Ogden Arena, get yourself a game.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Definitely.
It's awesome watching them.
Yeah, because if you enjoy watching Rockets basketball, for sure you're going to love some RGB basketball. Some RGB Vipers. Yeah. Definitely.
And who better to see than the Vipers?
I mean, exactly. Hey, our boy Nate Hinton, phenomenal. Been doing phenomenal this season.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. I mean, great watch. I mean, great time. Great view, great everything. Yeah. And I love the stadium too on top of that.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Well, my friend, my brother in sports. This has been another awesome episode of Tailgate 956. I'm Rene Garza Jr.
And I'm Freddie Guevara.
And we'll see you at the next tailgate.